Morning tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information.
Day inside June. Good morning and welcome wherever you get we from TGIF to the last edition of the Magic Morning Tea for this week. Magic Morning Tea na the program where they bring you all information we go brighten up your day. So no go no way. Day with we now with Facebook and with YouTube channel space and series on channel 38 Magic Television. Me now one presenter for this edition, Cornelius Ekorandum na my name.
And me na Edward Nyake today. Well, inside the Magic Morning Tea this morning, June 26th, United Nations Day for International Drug Against Drug Abuse and Illicit don't make the psychiatric teaching hospital don't say but 80% of the people them way can go with the results them of now of drug abuse. And self they can give you details of how inside the program we get forget somebody we get can talk to you about more of that illicit and drug abuse day. And same way so the Chief Justice Commander don't receive one delegation from the West African Asset Recovery Network where he talk about the commitment when they have forfeit against financial crime. This plus other story then inside the program for you. Don't forget to say yourself can get the opportunity for sending comment, your question or contribution. So thing we will discuss inside the program. So the number 090-1038-38-090-1038-38. Well, as we begin the program good fast in one, we will take we first story we say today Friday, June 26th, now United Nations International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. For that make the specialist psychiatrist now the Salon Psychiatrist Teaching Hospital don't say about 80% of the people them we then can get now with results of drug. Dr. Jusu Matia talk this inside interview with Rion Cornelius Ekorandum.
So this is a day where usually the world generally can observe when on the 26th of June. And the United Nations inside 1987 and then come with this action. For me, they strengthen the action the way the world will take and the cooperation the way they will do together. For me, they achieve an environment inside we get any drug or inside them go put stop to drug trafficking, where inside drug they come out and they manufacture them, they travel from one place to another, all them routes and people target them. So this idea we then set aside for make them raise awareness and make them promote prevention for them people them way get tendency for use drug and for also encourage government them, organization and community them to make them desist from the habits of trafficking drugs and let people then stop for take drugs. And you also talk about use stigma because some people that can take drugs, sometimes not to them making, it could be in a genetic endowment or it could be in a influence, then start at the end of the day then can become addicts. So people then can get stigma out of them. Now an opportunity for the world sensitize itself about the drug use and how people then can go inside and how to help them instead of for they stigmatize them and for push them far away. Because if I bring disorder, we then able to manage themselves. Now, team we also come together to help them. So now this kind approach here with the world they take for make people they know more about drug trafficking and for prevention.
All right, you are specialist at the psychiatric teaching hospital. How often are they get drugs related patients them within the hospital?
Well, I would say very often. In fact, every day we get cases that were related to drugs. Yeah, there has not been a day inside the past 3 or 4 years where we go in at this hospital where they will count patients and where they will count a number of patients and we will get at least 4 or 5 when are drug related cases them. So now a very common thing now. In fact, the hospital don't sound like now drug will they manage more or less now, or probably the complications will arise from the use of the drug. So now they can state them within now.
How you can handle that situation and how you can handle them at the hospital?
Yeah, so we get a broad range of approach for me to deal with 10 cases and it can also depend on the states or the severity of the problem what the patient they present with, right? We usually go with model what we call the biopsychosocial model. And when patients come, we give a look at you how the affect your biology, then your natural makeup, and then the psychological aspect of you being, how you think, how you relate to other people, and then the social aspect, how they affect other people them around you. Then they all will look at them. Then we put in place a process where you go through, so that before you left the hospital, largely we don't deal with the problems. We don't only deal with the problem of the substance. We will also look at what can it contribute to all them factors, and we lead you for take the drug, and we get for left again, for go back my community, for make go continue to indulge in them problem. So my whole complex is you, we will break one by one. But if you can ask me how we can go specifically about like we patient don't come from day one and how you go through the system, I can able to outline the process system. But generally, we use what we call the biopsychosocial model. Yeah.
All right. You get more of youths than the women and plenty there among them one and they can take these drugs?
Generally, man them more abundant in terms of number, and the reason is them very obvious. Man them we more they take risk more than the woman them. Man them want to try one thing or the other at different times. So we actually get woman them, but not as compared to the number of man them we get. So man them in the majority. So I can say like 80-20 in terms of percentage for man to woman them at the hospital. We get for the drug case specifically.
So what is some of them can tell you after you don't treat them and don't look calm around and don't look better? What are some of the reasons they will make them involved into drugs?
From the patients them directly, somebody will tell you, but most of them could tell you that them peers them, they influence them bad parties.